Good morning. It is a great pleasure to be here, and I want to thank all you hardy souls that made it through the delayed trains, the frozen doors, the frozen cars, etc. You're here, and congratulate yourselves for that. Most definitely. Well, as I said, I am Irene Smalls. I'm a certified health and wellness sleep consultant. So when Sophia was talking about sleep, I know a bit about it. And I've spent some time in it doing some sleep. But, we're here to talk about Koorsoo, our Creative Mornings topic for this month. And when Sophia called me, I thought, oh, that works with sleep. And so I want to share with you. But first, let's slow down a moment. Let's be in this space with each other just for one moment. So I want you to take a breath. Okay. And if you feel comfortable, just close your eyes and take one slow inhale and another slow exhale. One more time. One slow inhale and a slow exhale. Good morning. I am here to talk about Koorsoo and sleep. Now, across cultures, across languages, humanity has had one basis, one collective source. And Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious. In Persian philosophy, it's called the cultural expression. And from that cultural expression is where Koorsoo develops. And so what we have to understand is Koorsoo is something that we all have. We all need, and we all utilize it each day, whether we realize it or not. And in Farsi, the language that Koorsoo comes from, Koorsoo is not a blaze. It's not a certainty or triumph. It's just the small flicker of light. It's the small hope that keeps us alive, that keeps us moving forward each day. And the beauty, the impact of Koorsoo is that smallest spark that says, I'm still here. So no matter what the world throws at you, no matter how bad the terrible, no good, bad day, no matter what, I'm still here. And so I also want to talk about sleep because sleep is where we reconnect with that collective unconscious. And so what we understand is that humanity has a shared unconsciousness, that there is an ancestral memory that we all have, that we all share. And that's where Koorsoo lies. We have to understand and appreciate how we are all connected. Each and every one of us is connected to each other. Now, also, I want to talk about sleep because I'm a sleep consultant, but not as self-care, okay? You need self-care, okay? I'm a big proponent of self-care. And not as a wellness trend, even though it is a wellness trend, and that's a good thing. And not as something to add to your to-do list. We have enough things to do, but you need to add it, okay? Because sleep is vital. Sleep is not idle. But sleep is the primary interface between individual consciousness and the collective. So the consciousness that each of us has, when we sleep, we go to that ancestral humanity and we connect. And we revive and help us maintain our Koorsoo, our flicker of life, our flicker of hope, our thing that keeps us going each day. And what is hope anyway? Hope is the quiet belief that tomorrow can be better than it was today. Maybe today was rough, okay? But each night you reconnect to that source and the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that the sun will come out because you reconnect to the essence of life, to the human collective, to Koorsoo. Now, Koorsoo is not denial. It's not saying, oh, the world's going to be great. It's wonderful. No. Sometimes it's pretty terrible, okay? And it's not pretending that things are fine. It's not make believe. It's real. And it's that inner light that says, this is not the end of my story. That maybe things are lousy and things are going badly, but oh, no, that's not me. I'm not finished. I have something within that's going to keep me going, that is keeping me going. And so hope is resilience in an emotional form. And we talk about muscle resilience and muscle memory and all these other things. Hope is that inner light. And it's courage without noise. You're not jumping up and down saying, I've got Koorsoo, I've got No, it's quiet. It's endurance with meaning. And so sometimes it's just taking a rest instead of quitting. It says, I'm not quitting, I need a break, okay? Give me a break. It's asking for help instead of giving up, but it's taking one small step instead of saying, I'm going up that 100 steps right now. No, I'm going to take one step right now. That's what I'm going to do. And so hope doesn't require certainty. It only requires possibility. And that possibility is hope. And sometimes it's just a breath, a pause. It's a moment of stillness that says, I'm still here. And Koorsoo, what you have to recognize is both spiritual and biological. Hope lies in the mind and in the body. That when the human beings fall in despair, they feel there's no way out. I can't do this. The brain changes. The amygdala, the brain's fear center, ramps up 60%. We become reactive. We feel problems are permanent. It's never going to work. The prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain that has empathy and judgment, regulation, and hope, it shuts down. And this is not weakness. This is biology. This is what happens to your body. Sleep loss doesn't just make us tired. It disconnects us from the source of our light, of our energy. The human body was designed to repair itself at night. Sleep is the neurobiological process by which your brain and body restores, repairs, and grows. That's what sleep is. The human body was designed to repair itself. At night, the growth hormones repair tissues, the immune system resets, the brain clears toxic waste. The brain is a closed system. The only time your brain cleans itself is at night. Emotional memories are processed. But the mind was also designed to reconnect to our ancestral memory, to the collective unconscious. Sleep is the spirit's overnight repair system. Koorsoo is of the mind and of the body. And even when nothing in your life has changed, sleep can make a better tomorrow. It really can. Koorsoo is not a solution. It's not an answer. Koorsoo is just you saying, I can do this. I can get up the next day and I can do this. Yes, I can. I can do tomorrow. I can be here tomorrow. That is Koorsoo. It's not dramatic resistance. It is quiet, it is still, and it is defiant. When you go to sleep at night, when you close your eyes, that is biological courage. Because you're saying and allowing your mind and your body to repair and restore. You trust the dark to heal you. Research says that one good night of sleep improves emotional regulation, that it restores empathy. It increases problem solving and creativity, and it reduces depression. Sleep proves and protects the mind from collapse under the weight of the world. And in these times, these cold days, we feel the weight of the world with all that's going on. Koorsoo teaches us that survival is not just the grand gesture, the sword, the knife, the gun. It's small. It's a memory, it's a voice, it's a ritual, it's a touch, it's a card that you give to a stranger on Valentine's Day. Sleep works the same way. You don't need flawless sleep. I mean, the guidelines are 7 to 9 hours for every adult. But who has the time all the time? We aim, that's our goal. We always have that as our goal, but we recognize the real world. You don't need 8 perfect hours. Sleep is most importantly about quality more than quantity. And so even when you rest, when you're just quiet and still, it lowers your stress hormones. Even stillness can restore hope. Sometimes Koorsoo reconnection is simple. Turning off one light, taking slow breaths, and lying down even if sleep doesn't come. And so listening to the sound of your heartbeat. And so small acts matter. The nervous system responds to gentleness. We have the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, and we have the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the resting part of our nervous system. Koorsoo teaches us this truth. Hope does not need to be loud to be real. Light does not need to be bright to matter. Sleep is not an escape from reality. Sleep is the sacred state where we return to the fountain of wisdom, of the collective unconscious, of ancestral memory to healing. And we keep our light going. We keep our light flickering. We keep our hope alive. If you are carrying grief, if you're carrying fear, because there's so many things to be afraid of these days, if you're carrying uncertainty, I beg of you, sleep. Take advantage of that resource and that gift that you have, that your body gives you each and every night. Protect the light within you. Protect your connection to humanity. And sometimes the most radical act of your life can be as simple as allowing yourself to sleep. And so you can never lose your connection to Koorsoo. It's always there. We can revive it. We can keep it alive as much by a conscious act as well as our unconscious act. As we close, my grandmother, in her Southern Baptist way, she was talking about Koorsoo. And she came from South Carolina with a second grade education. And she'd always said to me, "Child, you don't ever have nothing. You always got you." And I realized she was talking about my Koorsoo. She was talking about the hope and the light and the flicker that is within me. across cultures. Humanity has this universal ancestral memory. And so you carry your Koorsoo with you always. The faith glimmer that survives, that helps you survive each day. And you don't have to force it. You don't have to prove it. And you don't have to fight for it. It's there. It's your human right, your human gift. Just let it exist. Koorsoo is within you. And so I want to end with just one more breath, one more collective breath. Slow down our nervous systems, give our bodies the opportunity in stillness to rejuvenate and maintain our light, our flicker of hope. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Namaste. Thank you very much.